The collection of information, becoming knowledgeable, or the acquisition of a skill should be only for the purpose to achieve greater harmony among people, to help the less fortunate, or to have a better understanding of our fellow man. The film that you're about to see has to do with a better understanding of our fellow man. We have gathered the information as intelligently and as honestly as is within our power and potential, and we would like to portray to you as intellectually as our medium will permit the findings of our research. It is in story form, but the findings will be shown as they exist in real life, and this type of individual is factual. Any facet of our lives that is left unexamined is a potential source of danger. Only by open inquiry is it possible to understand the underlying causes of the conditions of personality that we call deviation. The people you are about to meet may shock you, they may frighten you, but we hope that by this factual exposition we can broaden your view towards this type of individual and increase your capacity to sympathize with the unexplainable drives and anxieties that constantly haunt them.
To illustrate our findings, we have opened file number 743. Subject's name, Albert Rose, age 28. Athletic, asthenic type. Father dominating, formerly a military officer, now in the Congress of the United States. Mother submissive, neurasthenic, doting on the child Albert. History of pathological disturbances on the mother's side of the family. To this point, Albert has been an aggressive, playboyish, affluent young man. He spent 2 years in the Army in Korea, distinguishing himself in action. He likes to surround himself with attractive women, given to impulsive acts to demonstrate his manliness, fond of flashy clothing. By all appearances, Albert Rose is a normal American male.
Present time he's vacationing in the Caribbean.
Let me see his picture. He's looking well. Very noble, wouldn't you say? Take this message down for Mr. Rose. Let's see just how noble he really is. My dear Mr. Rose, I'm in possession of certain incriminating material concerning you and your father. It would be unfortunate at this point in your father's political career if this information were to reach the newspapers. However, I'm sure with your cooperation this can be prevented. My private plane is at your disposal. A car will be waiting at your hotel at exactly 3 p.m. to take you to the airport. Until then.
Do you think he'll come?
Albert loves a challenge. He'll come.
Mr. Robert Rose. Oh, Robert Rose.
Over here.
What time is it?
It's 2 o'clock, dear.
Boy. Send someone for my bags in 30 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what the hell? Look. Who are you?
Listen to this, Al.
My name is Dominic Festro. The following are the true facts concerning the actions of Lieutenant Albert Rose on the night of August 4th, 1951. It was during a battle near Imchai province in Korea. My company, which was led by Lieutenant Rose, was pinned down by superior enemy forces. We had repulsed several attacks, but our casualties were high. Lieutenant Rose's conduct had been strange during the battle, and I noticed that he was not firing but crouching in his foxhole. Finally, as the Reds charged once more, I saw the lieutenant break and run to the rear.
That's ridiculous.
Just a minute, Al.
Both Corporal Leroy Parker and I saw the lieutenant desert under fire. I decided, however, not to say anything, realizing that any man can break at one time or another. When I returned to camp, I found myself charged with desertion under fire. Lieutenant Rose had offered Corporal Parker a large sum of money to charge me with desertion under fire in order to protect himself. I had no choice except to flee. I am still a fugitive, but I hope one day Corporal Parker will come forward to clear my name, at which time I will testify.
Is that the incriminating material you have against me?
How will you disprove these charges?
In the first place, it's my word against his. Who'd believe him, a coward, a deserter? It was he who ran that night. I know, I shot at him and tore a hunk out of his leg. He spent 3 months in the hospital and then escaped. No one else has seen him for a long time. And if that's not enough, I'll get Corporal Parker to testify on my behalf.
Can you, Al?
Yes, of course.
My name is Leroy Parker. I want to make this confession to undo a terrible thing I did to Private Dominic Festro. On the night of August 4th, 1951, Private Festro and I witnessed a desertion under fire by Lieutenant Albert Rose, commanding officer of our platoon. When I returned to camp, Lieutenant Rose offered me $25,000 if I would testify that it was Private Festro who had deserted and not he. I needed the money very badly, as my family was destitute. So I agreed. I have suffered for it ever since, and I would now like to clear my conscience.
What did you pay him to do that?
Pay him?
Well, it doesn't matter. I can challenge Parker to take a lie detector test. What do you have then?
Unfortunately, Corporal Parker died suddenly, just after he made this confession.
What?
That's right, Al. And Private Festro disappeared right after giving us his statement. So that you can't very well challenge him to a lie detector test either. That changes things, doesn't it, Al? Just relax. I have more to show you, just in case you aren't convinced.
This
kind of playing cost extra, Senator.
Honey, you should pay me. When's the last time you got this kind of treatment?
And you think you're quite a stud, don't you, Senator?
I never had any complaints yet. How's that?
You're pretty good for an old man.
Do you recognize the voice, Al? Well, if you don't, take a look at this. Hold tight.
Girl.
I can't see that that makes any difference.
I said, who is that damn girl?
Al, don't get excited. It's just a prostitute. Now, suppose we get down to business. Are you convinced that we have a good case?
How much do you want?
Oh, we'll get to that. Right now, I want something more valuable.
And what is that?
Time.
Quit being cute and let's lay it on the line.
All right, Al. I want 1 year of your life.
You're crazy.
It's a fair exchange, I think. After all, if I release this information, a court-martial could cost you 10 years, perhaps even your life. Instead, I sell it to you for just 1 year.
Why? For what?
I have a job I want you to perform.
What kind of job?
I want you to be my personal servant.
You want what?
I said I want you to be my personal servant.
What kind of servant?
Don't worry. There'll be no painful or dangerous work involved.
Why me?
You're available and suited for the work.
What about the money?
$20,000. We'll draw it out of your account tomorrow.
And after that year's up?
You'll be free to go. Do you agree?
Do I have a choice?
No. You can call me Dominita. Mix me a drink. You can have one too if you like.
If we're going anywhere, I'll have to get a few things taken care of. I'll have to call my father. He'll be worried.
It's all arranged, Al. We're leaving as soon as the bank opens in the morning. You'll have no trouble cashing the check. And as for your father, just sign the letter on the bar.
You don't miss a trick, do you?
What do you mean, Al?
This letter.
Perfect, isn't it?
If I didn't know better, I think I'd wrote it myself.
I know. Before we go, I have some pills for you.
Pills? What kind of pills?
Oh, Ruth, bring Albert his pills, won't you?
Yes, darling.
Make it the white ones.
Yes, darling. Here, Albert, you take one 3 times a day.
Make it 4 times a day. Oh, and take that letter and mail it this evening. Mr. Rose and I have a great deal to talk about.
Yes. Will there be anything else before morning, Dominita?
No, that'll be all. You may go. Now, Albert, where were we? Oh, no matter. Shall we drink a toast? To the year? A year of change?
Thank you, Mrs. Talbot. Good morning. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but a check in this amount, I'll have to have it okayed by the president. Pardon me.
Where do we go from here?
Dominita's place in the country.
Did you realize I don't know where I am? I presume this is Florida.
Would you like to have a cashier's check with this, sir?
Cash, please.
Thanks.
Cash.
Yes, ma'am.
Just be patient. Dominita will explain everything.
Yeah, I guess I'll have plenty of time for questions.
Have a cigarette, please. Thank you.
have the money?
Yes, Dominator. It's all here.
Fine, let's go then. We have a long drive ahead of us.
Ruth, show Mr. Albert into the living room.
Yes, Dominator.
I'll join you in a moment.
That'll be all. Did the new one arrive yet?
Yes, Dominator. She's being briefed now. What is she to be?
Well, she's not attractive enough to be an agent, and we need another gardener. Take her to the transformation room immediately.
I think more time's need for her to adjust.
She'll have all the time she needs to adjust. Till tomorrow morning. And get that hair back off your forehead.
This is like a nightmare. What is this place, anyway?
You'll find out soon enough, Albert.
Yes, you'll find out soon enough. I hope you like it here, because this is going to be your home for the next year.
This is all very nice, but what I want to know is what kind of servant am I to be?
You're going to be my maid, Albert.
Your maid? Forget it. You must think I'm as crazy as you are.
Think of it as a game. You're going to be my personal maid.
That's absurd. It's ridiculous.
It won't seem that way for long. Ruth, I want you to take personal charge of Mr. Rose. Begin the transformation immediately. I'll check on the results in 1 week.
Yes, Dominator. Come on, Al. I'll show you your room. Well, here we are. Home, sweet home.
Hey, what did she mean, transformation?
Oh, you're to be transformed into the maid.
Oh, I see. I'm going to wear a short skirt and a pinafore. Oh, no. No. You're out of your mind. You're both out of your mind. I won't do it.
You don't have any choice, Al, remember?
The hell I don't. I'll dig ditches. I'll empty the garbage, but I'm not letting her turn me into any drag queen.
Don't let it upset you, Al. It's just a game. So play along with it. Anyway, I'll be the only one who sees you, and I'll understand.
Understand what?
Well, how you feel. Do you think I enjoy being here?
You mean Dominator's blackmailing you?
That's right.
But why? What does this mean? What does she want from all of us?
Our souls. I think she wants to own us.
You mean everyone here is trapped?
In one way or another, yes.
What is it she has on you?
I'll tell you some other time. Right now, we'd better get started on your transformation.
No, not now. They'll get used to the idea for a while.
All right, Al. But it may make things worse. Excuse me, Dominic. Mr. Herman's here to see you.
Send him in. Come in, Irv. Have a seat. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I came by to talk to you about the sale short order that your secretary phoned in. Frankly, Dominator, I don't understand it. International polyester has been a real glamour issue, and it's been on the upside for months. You could lose a fortune overnight.
You mean you didn't execute it? Damn it, Irv, I've told you before. Don't try to tell me how to spend my money.
Well, Dominator, I only thought...
For your information, when the papers hit the street tomorrow morning, the bottom will fall out of international polyester. You didn't know that, did you? That's why you're nothing but a two-bit broker, instead of in my position. Now get out of here and execute my orders. Ruth! Show Mr. Herman the door.
I could find my way out.
Oh, by the way, there are 2 new recruits arriving tomorrow. Put one in the kitchen and the other, make her a laborer. By the way, how's our new maid coming along?
He's getting used to the idea. I think he'll be able to start soon.
Soon? What do you mean, soon? It's been 2 days already. How much longer do I have to be kept waiting? I warn you, Ruth, this will make me very unhappy. Come in.
Everything is ready in the shop for that new one. She's to become John the gardener. But they think we may have trouble with her.
Trouble? I think not. Come, Ruth, this will be good for your education. Just what is the problem here? No, now we're going to be friends, aren't we? I think we understand each other now.
Please, Al. Please, to me. Only got 3 days. Won't be so bad.
Well, maybe not.
Hey, you don't have to prove anything to me.
I just thought I'd make sure. It's going to be pretty hard to tell the difference around here after a while.
Ruth, come to my office.
Yes, Dominator. Here, take this razor and go in there and shave. Everything. Put these on. I'll be back in a minute.
Everything?
Everything. Al, your stockings are in the dressing room.
Sit down. Do you remember that lovely little picture I have of you and Sandra? Well, I'm thinking of sending it home to your mother. Would you like that?
No. You swore you wouldn't.
If you obeyed orders. Rose is mine. Everyone and everything here is mine. Do you understand?
Yes, so does Albert.
Don't put your hands on him again. And I want this change speeded up. She's to serve my evening meal. So give her her new name. That's all.
There now. That wasn't so bad, was it?
I don't know. I feel strange. What did Dominita want?
She must have seen us earlier. She told me to leave you alone. She threatened to use the material she has against me.
Look, what's stopping us marching in there and burning up all those letters and tapes?
Her bodyguard, for one thing. Besides, she keeps a secret duplicate file.
She has all the angles figured out, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. So we'd better get started. Start with the brows. Let me get your wig. Meet Rose Albert. That is your new name.
My God.
This is going to be a bit uncomfortable, but you might as well learn. Here. It hooks in the middle.
You're not going to put that on me, are you?
I'm afraid so. It's the final touch. Stand up.
Ruth, what's happening to me?
Take it easy.
It's those pills. It's those damn pills. I won't take any more of those pills.
Don't worry about it. It's just a game. Just a game.
I hope your protege performs well this evening.
He hasn't had much time.
He?
She hasn't had much time. You have to expect her to be a little awkward.
I expect her to perform the duties of a maid. If not, she will be punished.
But Dominita, she's never even worn heels before. And she's still very upset.
You've had 4 days to train her. Surely that must be sufficient time for her to handle a simple dinner for two.
You know I haven't had time to teach her to perform her duties.
You're much too lenient, my dear Ruth. I see now that I'm going to have to take this matter into my own hands. Sit down. My, how lovely you look this evening. Be careful, Ruth. I may get jealous at having someone so beautiful in the house. Continue with dinner, Rose. Where did you ever learn to serve from the right side of a guest? Service is always to the left unless circumstances prevent it. Now pick up those dishes and do it again correctly.
clumsy fool!
Clean up this mess. Rose, the reason I corrected you is that wine should always be served before the meal. And always ask the hostess which wine she would prefer. Is that understood? Is that understood?
Yes.
Come back here. Let me see those nails. Disgraceful. Ruth, you are very lax. Don't let me see this girl's hands in this condition again. If she can't keep a nail, then give her false ones. You may go, Rose. You think that was brutal of me, don't you, Ruth?
Does it matter what I think?
No, but I'll explain it to you anyway. You see, she needed that. In fact, she wanted it. Rose needs to be dominated. It took a traumatic situation like this to make her aware of it. I think we'll have no further trouble with Rose. That's very nice, Rose. I think you're going to enjoy your duties here, and Ruth will pay special attention to your training. Continue serving.
Oh, isn't she lovely? I wonder where Dominita found her.
I don't know. Dominita seems to have great luck in finding remarkable people. Uh-oh, better get ready.
Happy birthday, Dominita. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I only hope that all your birthdays will be as happy as you have made this one for me. Now enjoy yourselves, darlings. I'll be back in a short while.
The usual, Jimmy.
I have it ready for you, Dad.
Excuse me, darling.
Kathleen, haven't seen you since the Bahamas. Yes, it's a wild ride, wasn't it? Looks like you're so late.
They dined on mince and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And hand in hand on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon.
Aren't you Mr. Joe Acton, the famous author?
I am.
I just finished reading your last book.
And so have 50,000 other little plebeians.
Well, I certainly didn't mean to be facetious.
My, you're a sweet young thing, aren't you? What part of North Carolina do you come from?
Asheville, how did you know?
Men propounds negotiations, man accepts the compromise. Very rarely will he be squarely pushed the logic of a fact to its ultimate conclusion in unmitigated act. In other words, dearling, run. Run for your life.
Well, but it's my little playmates from the Bahamas. You and your girlfriend still picking pockets, or have you graduated to bigger game?
Much bigger game. Delivering a prize package like you does great things for a girl's financial and social status.
You look great in that dress, darling.
Don't you think you'd better get back to the guests? You can't accomplish anything for the big boss hanging around the clan. Well, Mr. Joachim.
On your way.
Save the booze, baby. Save the booze.
May I help you? Why, thank you. How kind of you.
I saw what your friend did.
Friend? He's no friend of mine. I've never seen that guy before in my life.
Men can be such clumsy louts.
How true.
Oh, I'm afraid your glove got wet. Here, let me take it off.
Thank you.
You have lovely hands.
Why, thank you.
As a matter of fact, you're one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Are you an actress?
Oh, no, nothing quite as exciting as that.
Are you married?
Not now. Maybe that's why that clumsy oaf upset me so. I think I've had my fill of men for a while.
I know just what you mean.
Stupid fool. She'll ruin everything.
Oh, Val, may I see you a minute, please? You'll excuse me, my dear, won't you? Stupid fool. Haven't you learned anything yet? Don't paw the girl before you establish a rapport.
I didn't paw her.
Don't dispute my word. Be careful, we need this girl. Oh, Rose, I have someone I want you to meet. Mr. Knapp, this is my maid, Rose Albert. Rose, say hello to Mr. Knapp. How do you do?
Let's put it in plain words, Pupsy. You want United plans, and you're willing to pay 50 big ones if I can deliver, right?
Right. When can we trade these little goodies?
Tomorrow, 5:30, my hotel.
I'll send the money in small bills.
Not send, baby. Bring. And as long as you're hedging, kiddo, I'll take something on account now.
I'll meet you later at Dominita's beach house. At the beach house.
Well, of course, I always go to the ballet. You know, where we used to live in Germany, it was too far to go to Berlin for the really good ones. In fact, the Duke and I usually sit around the castle and drink beer.
I understand the Duke is beginning to work in plastic explosives.
Where in the world did you hear that?
Why did you do that? You knew who that was. You knew it would upset me.
I know. It was a test. The supreme test. Even your commanding officer didn't recognize you because you look so much like a woman. And if he can't recognize you, no one can. Tears? A woman's tears?
I can't help myself. Why? What makes me this way?
It's you, Rose. The real you.
Let me get out of this first.
I miss you.
What if Dominica should see us?
She won't. She's in town. I haven't been alone with you for over a month.
We gotta get out of here. I can't stand it any longer. Look, honey, I know what I am, but I can handle it. I can see a doctor and he can help me understand what's happened to me. Then I can live like a human being. If I need to dress up, I can do it at home. No one but you would ever know. You love me, don't you?
Yes, I love you. I mean, I think I love you.
What does that mean?
I mean, I think I'm in love with you, but I don't know which you. I'm afraid I only love you as Rose. I'm not sure I could love you as a man.
What?
Listen, I've never told you what Dominator uses to keep me here.
Well, tell me.
Let me tell it from the beginning. My family's very wealthy, and I was sheltered as a girl. A proper young lady and all that. I had a governess when I was about 10 who was terribly affectionate. I mean, she fondled me a great deal. I don't know what it meant to her exactly, but I was very aroused by it. And she left, and I forgot about it. I never saw much of boys except formally. I didn't really mind. I hated my father, and I didn't like boys very much. I was very attached to my mother. She was soft, frail, very gentle. Well, anyway, when I graduated from high school, I went to finishing school. A very exclusive women's college in the East. I was lost. I just couldn't seem to get close to anyone. Finally, I started dating a boy from Lawton, and we became lovers. I didn't enjoy it at all. He was so insensitive.
What's the matter, Ruth? Don't you like me?
I do, Bill, very much.
Well, come on, then. Kissing you's like kissing a sack of potatoes. What's with you, anyhow? Why do you go out with me? Just so you have something to talk about with the girls back at the dorm?
No. I like you, but I just don't feel anything.
So I don't turn you on. So what? There are plenty other girls around.
Maybe if you'd give me some time, I could get to like kissing you.
Kissing me? What are you talking about? You haven't kissed me yet. You sit over there, you don't let me touch you, and you expect to experience great passions like in the movies. Oh, come on, baby. Like the man said, sit back and enjoy yourself.
Don't, Phil, please don't.
I said relax, baby. Relax. Relax, come on.
I was confused and unhappy. I thought I would kill myself. And then I met Sandra. Sandra was... I don't know. She reminded me of my mother. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Go on.
Well, Sandra was warm and tender, and she made me very happy. We became intimate. I'm not ashamed of it. I loved her.
How did Dominita get in on it?
Well, Sandy had some friends who were wild, and they were acquainted with Dominita. One of them set us up, and Dominita got the pictures and tapes, just the way she got them of your father.
So you came with her?
Yes. She threatened to show them to my mother. I couldn't stand that. I would just die if my mother ever knew. It hurt her so.
But how did you explain this absence all this time?
I told my parents I was going abroad. I write them letters occasionally, and Dominita has them mailed from Europe.
I see.
I think I love you. I've been happy with you as a man, but maybe if you didn't look the way you do, it wouldn't work.
I think it would. Look, how did you look at me at first when we met? When I was Albert?
I liked you very much, even then.
I think it was the passiveness in me that you liked. The feminine side of my nature. I still have that. I always will. But I don't think it makes any bit difference, physically, what I am. We both can get help. Will you try?
How if Dominita won't let us go? What can we do?
She's got to have a weakness. We'll find it. It may take time, but we'll do it. We'll start right away. We'll go through the files first and work from there.
I love you. I don't care what you are.
The key isn't here.
I knew she wouldn't leave it here overnight.
It's no use without the key. Let's get out of here.
Rose, will you come to my bedroom? Come in, Rose.
You rang, Dominita?
I have to go out for a while. By the time I get back, I want to see this room straightened up.
Yes, Dominita.
You're an efficient maid, Rose. It's such a joy to have you around.
Thank you, Dominita.
You look so pale. What's the matter?
Nothing, Dominita.
We've been working you too hard, haven't we?
No, Dominita.
Yes, we have. Don't argue with me. By the way, I'm going out tonight, so you'll be able to rest and have my riding clothes laid out.
Thank you, Dominita.
That'll be all.
Yes, Dominita.
Are you sure she won't be back tonight?
That's what she said. Hey, I don't see my file here.
Majesty calls again.
You better watch that tone when you're talking to Her Majesty.
Don't worry. You rang, Dominita?
Yes, Rose. Fix the address.
Yes, Dominita. Is there a camera in here?
No, what
I
for?
can't explain now. Quick, give me a camera. I think I solved her problem.
What is it? What's happening?
We found our way out.
Tell me.
I can't explain now. Can you make an excuse to get in town how these developed?
I think so.
Good. Tell them we must have them by noon tomorrow. Don't ask questions, just hurry. Wait. Isn't Dominique going away this afternoon?
Yes.
What time will she be back?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Tell everyone I want to see them at 10 tomorrow morning. And make sure they make 30 prints of that picture. Hurry.
What are you doing here? I said, what are you doing here? I suggest you explain this immediately. Where is Ruth? Where is Rose?
No, please don't. It was Ruth and Rose. They told us to come here. They said we wouldn't have to stay here any longer.
So, I see my two little lovebirds have been plotting against me. And in case they were planning to murder me, you all know better than that. If I do not make contact with my agent at the appointed time, the letters will be mailed automatically 24 hours later. So don't you think you're being a little foolish? Rose and Ruth are using you. Why aren't they here to back you up if they have any weapon against me? Where are they? I suggest you all go back to work. I realize you were taken advantage of, and I don't think punishment would be necessary. Rose and Ruth will be dealt with severely. Otherwise, I shall consider this matter closed.
Just a minute.
You'll regret this, Rose.
I don't think so. Listen, everyone, you no longer have any need to fear this thing.
Hugo!
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I'll have you all killed!
This is your dreaded Dominita. Her name is Dominic Festro, deserter from the United States Army.
I have photographs here showing a scar from a wound he received while deserting under fire.
Pig, you stole 3 years of my life. You animal.
Stop them, Rose. They'll kill him.
As our patients take leave to start a new way of life, we can be thankful that our knowledge and experience has been enriched by the exposition of their way of life. We are proud that we have helped in their adjustment, but by only one faculty, the faculty of understanding and acceptance of their motivation, so that they could live a life at the same level as the rest of our society. Albert is a transvestite, pure and simple. He enjoys cross-dressing with no change in his sexual desire or emotion. There is no doubt that he will lead a normal life. Dominic shows different problems because of different dynamics in his personalities. Besides being a transvestite, he shows unnatural desire for power, eminence, and superiority. His carrying of a whip is not a manifestation of sadistic tendencies. It is a symbol of power and authority. Basically, he has no desire for physical combat. Will our understanding and acceptance of this individual help him? Yes, to a degree. If we can show him the result of his actions, which will always be destructive as long as he follows his egocentric pattern. Legally, we have an unfortunate situation existing. Transvestism is considered a perversion, and perversion is punishable by law. To say that this is ridiculous is putting it mildly, because rulers in other countries and their peoples wear robes at all times. Envoys and emissaries to the United Nations wear robes and tunics. Priests say Mass in robes and wear cassocks daily. Women wear shorts, tights, riding breeches, slacks, and jackets. Is this not transvestism? It certainly is. But to enforce the law would be very ludicrous, because the jails would be overflowing. We can only hope that in time we can acquaint and educate ourselves to accept the afflictions of our fellow men in a compassionate and understanding way.